Hey y'all. So I woke up the other morning feeling weak. And the Lord brought to my attention the story of Mephibosheth. And so if you don't know the story, it's in 2 Samuel. I'm referencing chapter 9. And so Mephibosheth was a descendant of Saul. He was Jonathan's son. And if you know way back, David and Jonathan had this close-knit relationship, right? So David was looking for somebody to bless throughout in Jonathan's lineage. And when he asked about if there was anyone who was available or alive from the lineage of Jonathan, and when David asked this, Ziba answered, which was a servant of Saul's. He was a servant of Saul's household, right? And when he answered, his answer was, there is still a son of Jonathan. He is lame in both feet. This is chapter 9, verses 3. And what the Lord showed me through that is David was looking for somebody to bless. He responded with the condition of the person that was going to be blessed. Pay attention to the fact that they didn't say his son's name. They identify him with his condition. I'm just here to encourage somebody today that God does not identify you with your condition. He doesn't identify you with your pain or with your past, but he identifies you with your purpose because he knows you, regardless of who is overlooking you, regardless of who don't even call you by name. They don't even identify you with your name. They identify you by what they see on the outward appearance. God still sees you. He still sees you. And if you continue reading on through this chapter, it shows how it didn't matter that Mephibosheth was lame in both feet. And I come to say it doesn't matter if you're paralyzed from the waist down. It don't matter if you got a prosthetic. It don't matter if you're paraplegic. It doesn't matter because God still sees you. Not only does he see you, but continue on throughout the chapter. God blesses Mephibosheth and sits him at the king's table. Just when you feel weak, just when you feel like you don't have the help you need, just when you feel like people are overlooking you and the pain that you're experiencing, God will send people to help you. God will send people to serve you, and he will sit you at the king's table, my God. And I just believe that there's somebody who's feeling discouraged. There's somebody who's feeling like this situation it's gonna keep me in this place of being overlooked. This situation, it has me feeling like I don't want to get up and I don't want to try. And I don't want to keep going. In verse 8, Mephibosheth referred to himself as a dead dog. He said, Mephibosheth bowed down and said, what is your servant that you should notice a dead dog like me? And what I heard the Lord say to me is, how is you viewing yourself? Some of you have been viewing yourself as if you're a dead dog, as if you don't have no capability, as if you don't have the strength no more, because you don't have the help, you can't do it. The enemy's been in your mind telling you can't do it, and you don't have the help, and you don't have the resources, and you don't have the limbs. It's time to start changing the view and how you see yourself and how you see your situation. Yes, it happened to you, but that's not who you are. That's not who God identifies you as. Joel 3:10 says, let the weak say, I am strong. For when you are weak, he is strong. Don't let your condition, don't let your situation keep you down. It's time to get up. Get up. The Lord is telling you to get up. It's time for you to get up. It's time for you to start moving again. It's time for you to start seeing yourself in a different light. It's time for you to walk in the identity of Christ. You are a king's kid. You serve a God who sits on the throne of heaven. Don't let your situation identify you. Don't let nobody else identify you. God has identified you. God has called you. You may have thought that God has forgot about you. But I come here to remind you that God has saved you a spot at the table, at the king's table. God sees you. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. There's other people who are going through the same thing you're going through. Stay encouraged and keep moving. I love you. I'll see you next time.